Yo, 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 what's going on, my fantastic family and friends? It is your boy, Mr. Dominique, aka the Scorpio King, baby. Back at you with another episode of Dom's World from right up top, because you got your world and I got mine. And this beautiful morning, I want to get to chopping it up, family, about a couple things. I got two things I want to touch on. So I'm going to try to stick to just those two things. So another session, if you will, of Gladiator School. Family, we here to build gladiators, spiritual warriors. And right now, Gladiator School is in session. All right? Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Right there, baby. Listen. Listen. Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Okay? Here we go. Let me get this chair back. All right. Let me lean forward. I want to make sure you get what I'm saying to you. Imagine if I was a talking tree. Okay? So let's deep dive. Deep dive with me, if you will. Imagine I am a talking tree. And I'm saying to you, hey, I got the best fruit in town. My fruit is the best. There's no other trees that can bear fruit as good as the fruit that is on this tree right here. That's what I'm saying to you. As a talking tree, I'm saying that to you. And you're looking at me and you're saying, okay, sounds good. Matter of fact, I'm convinced, because I've convinced you with my words, with my swagger and everything. I've sold it. I've sold it to you. I've sold the fact that I've got good fruit on this tree. I've sold you. I've convinced you. You believe me. But how do you really know? How do you really know that I actually have fruit that is really good? Well, how do we know that, family? How do we know if fruit is good? We take the fruit from the tree and we bite into it. And we sample it and taste it and find out for ourselves. So you would have to take a fruit from my tree and actually sample that fruit to find out if it's any good or not. Because you can't just go off what I'm saying to you. You can't go off the fact that it looks good. You can't, you gotta sample it for yourself and find out. Okay? That's how you know if the fruit is really good. Throw that analogy out the window. How do we know if fruit is any good? We eat it, we taste it, we sample it, we find out for ourselves if the fruit is any good. So we are judging a tree by the fruit that it bears. When it comes to people, judge them by who they are. I don't care how much swagger they got. I don't care how good they talk, how many big words they use. I don't care how they present themselves. I don't care how much money they got, what kind of car they drive, what house they live in. I don't care if they got the best looking girl on their side, the tallest, nice looking man on the side of them. I don't care what they have going on. I don't care how good it all looks on the outside. You need to find out what's on the inside. You want to judge somebody. Judge them by how they act, because how they act is what comes out of them. That's what pours out of them. That's what's on the inside of them. Their actions are an example. Their actions are mirroring how they feel on the inside. Who they are on the inside comes out through their actions, comes out through those words as well. Now, take into account that people say things at a time based off how they feel at the moment, okay? So we know that. For the most part, sometimes people are upset, sad, angry, frustrated, happy, mad, excited, whatever. Emotions all over the place, and they speak and, and say things based off how they feel at that moment. But for the most part, though, aside from that, listen to what people say, because the words that come out of their mouth are going to tell you a lot about who they really are on the inside. And a lot of times the people are so reckless in their words, because a lot of times the average person know most people ain't listening no way. So they'll tell you things, they'll say things that'll be outlandish but true. But they know most of the people ain't listening no way. That's why you need to listen, because a lot of people are talking and they letting you know who they are. They're telling you who they are. Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, baby. Okay? Don't just look at a tree and say, oh, what an awesome tree. I love the strawberries and the apples look so good. That's the winner. That's the one. Chop that one down. I want that one. How do you know the fruit is any good? It looks good, but is it good? You ever seen an apple or any type of fruit look good in real time? Have you ever experienced this in real time? You've ever peeled it, sliced it, or even bit into it, and it was something on the inside that was nasty? I mean, how many cartoons or movies have we seen people bite into an apple only to find a worm on the inside? Is that good? The apple looks good from the outside, but what was living on the inside was an actual worm or any kind of bug. Just use your imagination. Is that a pretty picture? Of course not. We must judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Everything that look good ain't good. Everything that glitter ain't gold. How many times have we heard that? Listen to me, bro. Just because she got that body don't mean she got brains. Just because her body banging don't mean she knows how to cook or clean. Just because she a dime piece don't mean she's capable of being a mother and raising your children. Everything that look good ain't good for you. What's going on up in here? Huh? Ladies, just because he got the 3 6s, he got the 6-pack making 6 figures, 6 feet tall or over that, don't mean he is the man for you. Doesn't mean he's meant to be your husband. Just because he a high value man don't mean he will value you. Just because he looks good, smells good, talk good, don't mean he gonna treat you good. Everything that glitters ain't gold. Judge a person by who they are, by what they say and what they do. Pay attention to their actions, because those speak volume. Volume in actions. And you've heard this before, actions speak louder than words, and they most definitely do. Pay attention to both. I'm not saying one or the other. Pay attention to both. Pay attention to what people say to you, and pay attention to what people do to you and around you. Pay attention. Judge a tree by the fruit that it bears. Moving on. You don't have to be great to get started, but you're going to have to get started to be great. Okay? You understand what I'm saying to you? I love you, and I want you to take some inspiration, motivation, and encouragement from this as well. This is Gladiator School Session 3. You don't have to be great to be started, to get started in anything. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be great. You don't have to be the best to get started. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to try? What's your goal? What's your dream? It's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. Colonel Sanders did not land his prize deal. Kentucky Fried Chicken didn't take off till he was 65 years old. Now, I'm not telling you to wait that long. Please don't do that. Don't do that. But I do want you to understand that Colonel Sanders, Kentucky Fried Chicken, didn't take off until he was 65 years old. And look at Kentucky Fried Chicken today. Today. All right? It's never too late for you to do what you want to do. It's never too late. You don't have to be great to get started, but you're going to have to get started to become great. No matter what you want to do, you want to be at the top of it. You want to be the best. You got to get started. You got to get started, no matter what it is. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter what it is, my friend, you got to get started, okay? You got to get started. I don't know what it is, whatever it is. I'm speaking to whoever it is. You know what you want to do. You know you want to do something. You feel it in your heart and your soul. It's pulling at you. Get up off that couch, get out that house, and get started. Get started and become great. Get started and become great at what you're doing. Become great at your passion. All right? Right now, you're great at doing nothing. Change that. Level up. All right? One more time. You don't have to be great to get started, but you're going to have to get started to become great. All right? If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for all notifications. Like and share these videos. I am Mr. Dominique, a.k.a. the Scorpio King. All right? I love you, family. Keep your vibrations up here at all times. Stay blessed. Peace. One love, baby. Drink plenty of water. Gatorade. On top of everything else you drink, make sure you're getting that water in, okay? I'm out.